Good evening and welcome to Metro Focus. I'm Jack Ford. It is a big day for the city and one that will go into the history books. What was once an unused parcel of land, a former transverse for rail lines coming into and out of New York, has now turned into Manhattan's newest neighborhood and hottest new address. Today, Hudson Yards has officially opened to the public. The massive metropolis is being hailed as the largest private real estate development in our nation's history, replete with an observation deck unrivaled by any in Manhattan, and its magnificent and awe-inspiring art installment / architectural marvel, The Vessel. The Hudson Yards complex is truly a sight to behold. Its buildings soar, giving a new face to our city's skyline and forever changing the view New Jersey has of our ever-expanding Gotham. Metro Focus correspondent Maddie Orton is in the heart of Hudson Yards and is standing by with, for most, a first look at New York's newest addition. Maddie?
Thanks, Jack. I'm here at Hudson Yards, where earlier today, New York City's largest development since Rockefeller Center had its grand opening.
We'll have Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too.
Surrounded by some of Manhattan's newest buildings, with the now iconic Vessel gleaming in the background, the Hudson Yards opening ceremony began with a nod to the city's past. Grammy-nominated singer Andra Day singing Rodgers and Hart's Manhattan.
You know, the subway charms us so.
Kicking off the presentation was Anderson Cooper of CNN. The network and its parent organization Warner Media are two of the companies that relocated their offices to Hudson Yards.
This is really an incredible moment in New York's history. I'm a lifelong New Yorker. I've never seen the creation of a whole new neighborhood, and it's such an incredibly beautiful one and an interesting one. The related companies broke ground on this 6 years ago. I'm not sure how they did it in 6 years, but this really is a monument to technology, to innovation, to optimism.
Representatives from various aspects of the project were on hand to celebrate the opening and to demonstrate how Hudson Yards' success is a shared success. Senator Chuck Schumer was part of a working group of experts from different fields called the Group of 35. In the early 2000s, he and his colleagues compiled recommendations for city development, which laid the groundwork for related Hudson Yards.
2 decades ago, this area was barren, but New York City was growing, and businesses needed a place to grow and expand beyond Manhattan's super dense corporate neighborhoods like Midtown and the financial district. Back then, there were 2 things that motivated me, and that still motivate me today in terms of New York. The first is job growth. I've always believed that the most important thing we can do for New Yorkers is create jobs at every rung of the economic ladder. The second is transportation and infrastructure. If you build infrastructure, they will come. And New York's advantage has always been our infrastructure, our subways, our bridges, our tunnels, our highways, our parkways.
Schumer also seized the moment to make the case for an additional piece of infrastructure, the Gateway Tunnel.
For all the complaints, and many of them are legitimate, about our infrastructure, bringing 3.5 million people into Manhattan is a remarkable feat. And parenthetically, I might add, I hope the White House can hear this, that means we need Gateway Tunnel as well.
Schumer went on to say anybody worried about the future vitality of New York should look no further than the transformation at Hudson Yards.
This gargantuan effort by Steve Ross and related, by the building trades, by the state and city and so many others, will drive growth, energy, and optimism in this city to a degree that the Group of 35 could only have dreamed of.
Stephen Ross, chairman of the related companies which co-developed the project, took the stage to discuss what Hudson Yards means for New York City.
Today, we are a new neighborhood where the West Side all comes together. Today, we created a new model for the world to see a neighborhood development that encourages sustainability and resiliency. Today, we created a dynamic hub of creativity and innovation. And today, once again, we showed that New York will and always be the greatest city in the world.
Ross acknowledged the project was a major undertaking. He thanked, among others, the skilled labor force that brought Hudson Yards to life and acknowledged his previously strained, but now he says strong, relationship with Gary LaBarbera, the head of New York City's Building and Trades Council.
But as acknowledged, the actual buildings that you see, the vessel behind us, was built by human hands. And these were union human hands. And we take great pride in our skill and our craft. The apprenticeship programs in New York City are second to none. Someday, there will be an iron worker walking by with his son or grandson, and he will say, "Look, I built that." That is a great deal of pride.
LaBarbera shared the special challenge and accomplishment of constructing the vessel, a climbable sculpture at the center of the development that is both structure and art. Vessel designer Thomas Heatherwick echoed that sentiment in his speech and compared Hudson Yards to other great gathering places in New York City.
In our practice, we're fascinated by spaces that bring people together, spaces that are free, and New York has just been this pioneer of that. Just from the original Central Park, which was just so original for the way of the confidence of putting one major, massive space for everyone to share of whatever income they were. And then in recent history, the High Line happening. And so, in a way, that's how we had that idea for trying to make something that would build on that heritage. The idea of Vessel really was that it's just a platform for whatever's going to happen with it and on it over the years and decades to come. The whole point was to be lifting up 700 people, so thousands and thousands of people every day could, like the Italian promenades, be able to look at each other, look up, look down, share extraordinary experience. And so it's not finished until you're on it.
With that, the official invitation to climb aboard was given by a famous resident of another well-known real estate development, Sesame Street.
You know, I thought I was big, but how big's the bird that lives in that nest? 1, 2, 3.
Hudson Yards' place in the broader New York City culture has yet to be seen, but the buzz here is palpable. In Manhattan, I'm Maddie Orton for Metro Focus.